What's going on, everybody? How's everybody making out in these trying times? But today, I'm off work, so I'm going to have a little fun today. It's going to rain tomorrow. I want to do one today, one tomorrow, but I'm going to have a cram session today because I want to beat the weather. So today, what I'm going to be doing for you is I'm going to be smoking a 2.5 pound chuck roast and about a 4.5 pound of pork shoulder. So for the pork shoulder, I'm going to be using my barbecue rub. For the chuck roast, I'm gonna be using Memphis style rub. So bear with me, it's gonna be some fun. I gotta get it in. My wife said, no, don't do it, because it's late in the day, but I ain't got nothing else to do, so I got time on my hands. I'm gonna get to it. I'll be back at you in a little bit. All right, so I've already, for the shoulder, I removed the fat cap already. So now I'm gonna normally I use regular mustard today. I just feeling a little froggy, so I'm gonna try some spicy brown mustard. I don't know if that's gonna make a difference in the taste or not, but I'm gonna find out. So I'm gonna rub my shoulder down first, and rub my brisket down. See, this is where I trim the fat cap off, that right here. And these are really small pieces of meat. I don't think it's gonna take all night. It's gonna take a few hours, I'm sure, but not overnight or anything, I don't think. But my lovely wife told me, don't worry, babe. If it takes all night, I'll stay up with you. So here we are. So I got my rub down. I don't know, like I said, with the spicy mustard, I'm not sure if it enhances flavor. I'm kind of curious about it. That's actually why I'm using it, because I want to see for myself if, it gives it a bolder flavor or whatever. And once again, you don't have to use mustard if you don't want to for your base. You can use olive oil. I've seen some people, they don't use anything. This is just my personal preference, what I want to use. And so I got them both rubbed down. I'm going to just apply my rub. And then I'm going to get back with you guys. I'm going to check out my smoker. I'm just going to rub my baby down with the Memphis style rub. Barbecue Brothers too, Memphis style rub. I was going to use the same rub on both, but I said, no, you know what? I'm going to go differently on both of them. They're going to cook at the same time. They pretty much cook about the same hour, same temp, so cooking them at the same time won't be a bother. Get all in here. Now, how's everybody holding up during this time with the corona and everything? Being locked in, all you can really do is just cook. Cook, drink, and eat. But I seriously hope everybody is staying safe and taking this thing serious. But, all right, so I got my rub down. Now I'm going to use for the pork. I'm going to use Killer Hog barbecue rub. Rub that down. As y'all can see, I'm very, very generous with my rubs. Very generous.
Don't lower your head, but it's still gonna come off, okay? Don't lower your head, okay? It's still gonna come off. You could just turn around, but not turn around for a while.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Looks good to me. Got it rubbed down.
For sure.
Now I'm just waiting on my smoker to reach temp. As soon as my smoker reaches temp, I'll be outside putting it on the smoker. I'll take you guys with me on that journey. Be back in the field. Right, so we was at 160, so I just wrapped them in foil now. They were looking good. I'm gonna hurry up and close it back up. I want the temp. I lost a lot of temp. I gotta get it back. So I want to hurry that up. And I gotta get to 190. Maybe a couple more hours. I'm hoping. And put my temps back on it. Let it reach back temp again. I'll see you guys in a few more hours. All right, so this is the one half of the dynamic duo is done. The chuck roast is done first. The pork shoulder is still smoking. It's at 190. About another hour, I think it'll be ready. But this was done. I smoked this till about 2:10. Went a little over. Just give it a little extra. It ain't gonna hurt. Let's open this bad boy up. See what we're looking like. Oh yeah. She's a beauty. Look at her. Look at that bark, crust around. Still steaming hot, still smoking hot. I can't wait to see what the pork shoulder look like. But we'll get to that in about an hour. That should be done soon. I'm gonna let this rest. I'm gonna wrap this back up, let it rest for an hour. I'll be back with y'all as soon as the pork shoulder is done to show you the finished product of the pork shoulder. I'm gonna let this rest and get cool. Maybe by the time the pork shoulder is done, this might actually be ready to pull apart so you can see the insides of it. So I'll be back with y'all in a few. All right, so now this is the part 2 to the dynamic duo. The pork shoulder is done. I pulled it out at about 2:05. It's done. This is still the chuck roast. The chuck roast is done. I've been cooling, but this just got finished now. So I got my hood. It started to rain out there. I just actually beat the rain, so I guess I was right, babe? Guess I need to get it done today, but as you can see, it's already coming off the bone. This thing ready to get pulled apart. You see the bark? You know, just like with the chuck roast, which is ready to get pulled apart. That chuck roast is, you know, I gotta let this sit for a couple hours before I pull it, but you can see the chuck roast is ready to be pulled, but I'm not gonna pull it yet. But that chuck roast is letting that cool. Once that thing cool, that pork gonna pull right apart. So here we go. We got our poor man's brisket. We got the smoked chuck roast. That's ready. We got the pork shoulder. Took about, I want to say 8 hours total, but we done. So I'll be back to pull it apart in like another hour and show you guys everything. All right, so here we go. The moment of truth. We gotta let it sit. Everything been cooled down. So now I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all. I'm gonna start with the chuck roast and just pull it apart and just show y'all what it is. No knife. Just straight pulling it apart. Look at that. That's that chuck roast. See how it just come right off. Come right off. It's so tender, delicious. I'm thinking of a lot of different recipes I can use to make this. Look at that. I know y'all drooling right now as y'all watch this, as you should be. Yep. Look at a nice piece of pie. This is gonna be my personal piece right here. Put that to the side. That's for me. Yep. You see how tender it is? It comes off. All right. That's the chuck roast right there. Take a good look at that. Now, let's move over to the pork shoulder. Pork shoulder, same, look at that. Dang. Woo. See that? Look at that good pork right there. As y'all can see, look at that. Look at the bone. Oh, coming off that bone. See, if I had a dog still, my dog would love me. And that's what you want. That's your end result. You can see from the beef, the pork, come off. The pork's still a little hot because it didn't cool as long as the but there you have it. Look at that, right with the bone. So I got my shoulder. You know. I got my chuck roast, my pork shoulder. Man, I gotta figure out what to do with these bad boys. I mean, I could just dig right in, but that's what I want to show y'all. You can see everything came out perfect. The chuck roast, like I said, I smoked it. I smoked them at the same time because they pretty much, you know, even in temperature, even in timing. The pork shoulder took about an hour longer than the chuck roast, but the end result is perfect. That's what you get. You got beautiful smoked chuck roast, aka the poor man's brisket. And you got classic pork shoulder to perfection at its finest. That pork shoulder. Get a little piece of this chuck roast. You see that? The bark, the ring. Hope you guys enjoy. Catch y'all next time. everybody? How's everybody making out in these trying times? But today, I'm off work, so I'm gonna have a little fun today. It's gonna rain tomorrow. I want to do one today, one tomorrow, but I'm gonna have a cram session today because I want to beat the weather. So today, what I'm gonna be doing for you is I'm gonna be smoking a 2.5 pound chuck roast and about a 4.5 pound of pork shoulder. So for the pork shoulder, I'm gonna be using my barbecue rub. For the chuck roast, I'm gonna be using Memphis style rub. So bear with me, it's gonna be some fun. I gotta get it in. My wife said, no, don't do it, because it's late in the day, but I ain't got nothing else to do, so I got time on my hands. We're gonna get to it. I'll be back at you in a little bit.